welcome to my channel. I am Naya, call me Naya. But if you are a part of my big old family, what up though, grand rising to you. I know it's been a couple days since I've been live on Big O, but I just made a post that actually, like I was saying, I don't believe in not practicing what I preach. So me telling y'all, make sure y'all meditating, make sure y'all tightening up y'all discipline on y'all rituals, make sure y'all doing y'all self-care, make sure self-love is at the top of y'all list this week and this, that, and the third. I do the same thing. So I know it's been a couple days since I went live, but I believe in doing the same things, doing my meditation, doing my self-care, my self-love, my rituals. That is what keeps me fucking going. That is how I'm here today. Okay, but I love y'all so much. And if you are new to the family, welcome, welcome, welcome to my channel. Make sure y'all comment, like, and subscribe. Talk to me, I talk back. Hold on, we got forehead out this morning. But I'm about to go ahead and get into this energy for Gemini. I'm going to try not to keep y'all too long, but I'm going to go ahead. We're going to get started with Gemini, Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine. Let's see, what deck do I want to? Actually, I think I want to start off with some moon oracles for you. The last full moon of the year is in Gemini. The last full moon of the year is in Gemini. So I just felt like, I mean, shit, it's only right. You know, we're going to go ahead and do Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine, Gemini. Let's go ahead and get into it for y'all. Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine, Gemini. Oops. All right, so the first two that I have for you, Gemini, I have full moon in Cancer. Let your fears dissolve. Full moon in Cancer, let your fears dissolve. And then the last one that I have here is new moon in Aries, go for it. So I feel like also too, Gemini, what goes along with this, with letting your fears dissolve, is also letting insecurities dissolve as well. Let your fears dissolve, excuse me, and go for it. So let any insecurities go, and as well as in this process, that could include having to let go of people or certain situations, but let your fears dissolve, go for it. The third one that I have for you, Gemini, is step into your power. Yeah, so this is the second Aries moon oracle that just came out. The first one said go for it. We got step into your power. And then the last one, Gemini, I have is release control. Release control, first quarter moon in Taurus. So we have a water sign, we have an earth sign, and then we have fire here. I talked about too as far as like releasing or letting go of insecurities, but I also want to say too, grounding yourself or grounding yourself in your emotions, or making sure that you keep yourself grounded so that way you know how to better express your emotions or better be able to manifest whatever it is that you want. But Gemini, kind of like the same thing that I was telling with Sagittarius a few days ago, that whatever it is that we are working to manifest or whatever it is that we desire, we need to go ahead and make bigger moves on it if we've already been making moves, or we need to start cutting out things that we know damn well work against what it is that we want. Let me get some angel messages here. Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine, Gemini. Let your fears dissolve, go for it, step into your power, release control. So I feel like also too, Gemini, release certain expectations. For whatever reason, I felt the need to say that. But Gemini, release the thought, or release the expectation that things are going to, or that things should work out in a certain way. So I feel like should just allow things to go with the flow. However things happen is how they're supposed to happen, Gemini. I don't care if that's in the means or in the matter of business or family or whatever, but Gemini, I'm gonna just say let go of certain expectations for shit. I have make each day count. Yeah, like I said, Gemini, whatever it is that you're trying to manifest or get together or make happen, we gotta make more moves on it, or we gotta be more proactive to it each day. Make each day count, excuse me. Have an attitude of gratitude, and patience is a virtue. So also too, what I recognize is when it comes down to manifesting, a lot of people oftentimes devalue whatever it is that they already have. And to do that, that ain't cool, because even whatever it is that you're manifesting right now is going to later on down the line become something old. So let me use this as an example. Let's say you're trying to manifest a new car for yourself. Okay, great. That does not mean treat the one that you already have like shit, or don't take care of it, or talk down on it, or whatever it is. Don't, like, that doesn't mean you devalue what you already have. Appreciate what you already have while you still have it. You feel me? Because once you get this new car, it's going to be 5 years down the line, 10 years down the line, or whatever, that car is going to become old as well. But make each day count. Patience is a virtue. Have an attitude of gratitude. I told you with this release control, with this first quarter moon in Taurus, to release the expectation that things are supposed to be a certain type of way, or that people are supposed to be a certain type of way, or that things should be happening a certain type of way. But patience is a virtue. So I feel like also too, Gemini, when it comes down to certain matters, be happy that things are not moving extremely quickly, because you just don't know what behind the scenes you could be attaching yourself to. I'm gonna use this as an example. When it comes down to dating, and let's say Gemini, you're someone who wants, a long-term relationship, or you want to have someone that's just for you. Just using it as an example. If it don't apply, let it fly. But let's say you just want to have somebody that's just for you, Gemini. But it's like, you could have been dating them for a minute, and things just seem to be moving really fucking slow. They're not, moving maybe in the way or in the timing that you want them to, or things aren't just, connecting in the right way, whatever your perception of right is. And so you feel some type of way about it, or you can feel down about it, or it could get you in your head or whatever. You don't know. When we're dealing with people show us their representatives. You don't know who the fuck you could be dealing with for real, for real. So be glad or be proud at the fact that things are not happening too quickly. The fact that, the fact that you're not spending, money on certain things too quickly. Rather be getting a place together, or rather be, buying gifts or whatever. Just be proud that certain things are not happening too quickly, okay? You don't know what you could be saving yourself from. You don't know what God could be saving you from. That's all I'm going to say about that. But yeah, we about to go ahead and get into some star seeds, divine feminine, divine masculine, Gemini. I'm going to try not to, I don't want to call it ranting, but I'm going to try not to talk too much, because I really don't want to keep this too. I would like to be able to do 2 before I go to work, but we going to see. Shit, whatever come out, it is what it is. I always say I'm going to try not to keep y'all long, but we always end up doing damn near a 40-minute video. But it is what it is. Let me get some star seeds here for divine feminine, divine masculine, Gemini. And I'm not gonna lie, when I get full time on YouTube, these videos probably gonna be over an hour long. Moving on, it says forge, don't follow. Pave a new path. Be the leader you wish you had. So you were told here with this first angel message to make each day count. You were also told to let your fears dissolve and to go for it with your moon oracles here. Now you're being told to forge, don't follow, to pave a new way and be the leader that you wish you had. Let me see. Let me get one more here for divine feminine, divine masculine, Gemini. The next one that I have here is portal. It says doors are opening. You decide. Rewards, wild card. The last one that I have here for you, Gemini, says activated earth. Power places, ley lines. Trust where you are led. Trust where you are led, Gemini. Pave a new path. Be the leader you wish you had. Wild card, doors are opening. And activated earth. Power places, ley lines. Trust where you are led, Gemini. So I feel like also too, like I said at the beginning, or not too much beginning, but like I just finished saying, Gemini, be happy when things are not working out in the timing that you want them to. And I feel like also too, Gemini, create your own wave. Now I'm not saying, Gemini, that you out here following behind people or anything like that, but I just feel like as far as when it comes down to your life or your lifestyle or whatever, I just feel like your own fashion, your own music, your own shit, I just feel like create your own lane, create your own wave, and other people will naturally follow you or gravitate to you, Gemini. I don't know why I feel need to say that, but I just feel like create your own shit. Don't be so don't care so much about fitting in, or don't care so much about I don't want to say fitting in as if you're desiring to be like other people. That's not what I mean by that. So, but I'm gonna just say it like that. Don't be so don't care so much about fitting in or being accepted by anybody, or even being heard. Don't care so much for it. Now I can understand, wanting to prove a point, or wanting to make a point, or wanting to express yourself. I do get that, but also understand too, Gemini, when people are only willing to listen from their own, or when they're only willing to listen, or when they're only willing to do for you from their own realm of perception. Some people will completely shut off their ears, not say shit, or not listen to you just because they are not moving, or they do not want to step outside of their own field of perception, no matter how much sense you could make make yourself. You feel me? But let's go ahead. I'm going to get some goddess oracles here for Gemini. Divine feminine, divine masculine, Gemini. Let's go and get it. Divine feminine, divine masculine, Gemini. Trust where you are led. You decide rewards, wild card. So the two that I had just come out here for you, Gemini, Aunt Nancy, betrayal. Aunt Nancy, betrayal. And then the second one that I have for you, Gemini, is Oshun, fearless love. Oshun, fearless love, and Aunt Nancy, betrayal. Let me read these out for you. All right, Aunt Nancy, betrayal. She says, who really betrayed you? Betrayals from others mirrors you yourself. Betrayal is a web that disrupts everything you thought you knew. Use discernment in your relationships. Betrayal makes it difficult to trust. But without trust, your relationships are a lie. Trust that no matter what happens and no matter how long it takes, you will survive and thrive. The real question is, how have you betrayed or abandoned yourself? The goddess declaration for this card says, I am willing to know the truth. I am willing to know the truth. And also you need to be willing to act in that truth as well. I'm going to use this as an example. It's only half the battle to know that your partner is cheating on you, but unless you move on the fact that they're cheating on you, like breaking up with them, confronting them, or whatever, taking up for yourself, so that way you're not out here looking like boo-boo the fool. That's the other side of it. So know the truth, yes, that's cool, but you also have to be able to act on it as well. Act on what you know to be true or what you know to be right. But Oshun, fearless love, it says, dare to love. Begin with loving yourself. Begin with loving yourself. It says, allow yourself to be loved. You feel everything deeply. You are porous with a wall around your heart. This is your paradox. You are love and you are worth loving. Your divine assignment is to remain open to fearless love. You deserve to be loved in your language. You are worthy of a love that remembers your beauty at your ugliest moments. Don't allow your unhealed past to block your future. Real love is a sacred contract that says, I am vulnerable and committed. Your heart is safe with me. Let's expand our consciousness together. Gemini, meeting with or being with like-minded or equally, or being in situations that are equally yoked, all right? Where you are not the one that is doing everything, where you are not the one that is giving the most love, where you are not the one that is being the most loyal, where you are not the one that always is picking up and dropping off and, oh, you can come to my house, or oh, I can do this for you, whatever. Absolutely not. So I feel like too, Gemini, setting boundaries as well, all right? Real love is a sacred contract that says, I'm vulnerable and committed. Your heart is safe with me. Let's expand our consciousness together. The goddess declaration for Oshun, fearless love, says, I give love, I receive love, I am love. All right? You were told here in your Starseed Oracle, Gemini, it says, force don't follow, pave a new path, be the leader you wish you had. Then you have make each day count. The first two Moon Oracles you had came out here, told you to let your let your fears dissolve and to also go for it. So whatever is, I feel like Gemini, we are in the season of manifesting. We are embarking on 2023, the God year. So shit, you better fucking take advantage, all right? Have an attitude of gratitude. Don't, just because you're manifesting something now or you have a desire for something else does not mean that what you currently have holds no value, all right? Portal, doors are opening. You decide, rewards, wild card. So with these portals and wild card and you decide and rewards and all of that shit, you have to be able, you have to put yourself in the line of fire for those blessings, all right? And I know that may sound a little stupid, like saying it like that, but I don't know how else to say it, damn it. So take it as it is. But Gemini, what I meant, it's like, when I say put yourself in the line of fire of those blessings, and I talked about too, as far as like setting boundaries and things too, Gemini, sometimes the best thing for us, it doesn't mean that you have to do this for the rest of your life, but sometimes the best thing for us, you know, when we are manifesting or when we are trying to make things happen and move at our best selves, is self-preservation, is to, you know, reconnect with yourself. whether that be through meditation, whether that be through, self-care and whatever ways that you do it, or whether that be just you keeping yourself to yourself sexually or whatever. All right, because it's more than just, STDs, sexually transmitted diseases. There are spiritually transmitted diseases as well. I told you, Gemini, be happy if something is not moving as fast as you want it to. And I use the example of, talking to somebody and maybe wanting something to form into a relationship, or wanting things to, move to the next level in a deeper way or whatever. You don't know what you could be you don't know what you could be being protected from. All right, so be happy if certain things are just not moving as quickly as you want them to. Okay, like the finest diamonds aren't made or aren't cured overnight. Okay, so Gemini, the gem, understand that. All right, you are a fine diamond, you are a fine jewel, you are a fine gem. Please stop trying to accept or settle for rhinestones and cubic zirconiums. Okay, stop it. Let's go ahead and get to the tarot for you, Gemini. I'm going to try not to be too long. We're already 16 minutes in. Damn. Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine, Gemini. Damn. All right, so the first one that I had came out for you, Gemini, is the Two of Wands here. So somebody could be thinking about traveling or relocating themselves, or whether that be to move there permanently, or rather it just be for vacation. Yeah, I got the Hangman here too. So somebody could be thinking about moving on in a certain kind of way, whether it be literal travel or releasing yourself from something. But I feel like, Gemini, also too, you may even be looking at the world, maybe the way that you view certain things, Gemini, or maybe the way that you the way that you view certain things, the way that you could view the world, Gemini, or the way that you think about the world and the people in it and its situations or whatever the hell. I feel like your thought process is very unique when it comes to that, or you have you have your own opinion about it. But the Two of Wands here and then the Hangman, yeah, I feel like somebody could be in their head about moving on. I have the Sun here too, so I feel like too, as far as new beginnings are concerned, Gemini, maybe want to start over somewhere else, or maybe being a little bit nervous about starting something new. Let me get one more for Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine, Gemini. I got the Page of Swords here. This is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. So I'm going to use this as an example. It's like being afraid to start something new, in the sense of, I'll keep the example of relationship, because of the fact that people, lie to you, or because of the fact that, you may give them certain parts of you, Gemini, whether it be emotionally or financially or whatever, and they take advantage of it, they take it back, or they, love bomb you just to disappear, or whatever it is here too. But I feel like, Gemini, if you do go into a space of self-preservation, or you go into that hermit mode, or you just stick to yourself, I feel like it's a means of protecting yourself, because maybe, Gemini, people in the past have taken advantage of you and your journey. I don't know how else to say that, but people may take advantage of that Gemini, you being kind, you being nice, you being giving. I got the Knight of Wands energy here. This is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Let me get clarity on this Knight of Wands here for Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine, Gemini. Yeah, I talked about too, Gemini, as far as like any moves that you could be making, Gemini, I feel like you like moving heavier on something. I did a reading for Gemini it was a while ago, where I was talking about the importance of your consistency, Gemini. So I don't know if you finally decided, like, look, enough is enough, I'm gonna go ahead and get to it. But I feel like too, somebody could even, with the Seven of Pentacles here, this is Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energy. I don't too much care for the placement, but like I was about to say, I feel like somebody could be making more moves as far as their bag is concerned, their money, maybe be putting in more hours, working on the holidays, working hella fucking overtime, whatever it is. I got the Five of Wands here, this Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy here as well. So also too, Gemini, not everyone is going to agree with you, including family. Not everyone is going to agree with your lifestyle. Neither is everyone going to be supportive as well either. I got the Knight of Pentacles here too. Yeah, so also too, Gemini, realize or make sure that we were told here to use your discernment in your relationships, Realize when certain people are only just dealing with you for what you have or what you're able to offer them or what you're able to give them. Rather that be, you don't have to consider yourself to be, the richest person in the world or anything. But if you are someone who didn't, or who doesn't have a problem with giving the extra that you do have, be mindful of the beasts or the monsters that you can create when you are in that realm of giving. Because some people will, they'll expect it and they'll become upset with you when you decide no, or when you take something back, or when it comes down time for them to maybe pay back what they owe you or whatever, Gemini, it'll be a problem. I got the Three of Swords energy here too. So I also feel like too, Gemini, maybe you have decided to stop hurting the people that have hurt you. I mean, helping the people that have hurt you over and over again, or that you have done the most for. I feel like too, Gemini, when it comes down to family or something like that, Gemini, you are really someone who is kind of like, you know what, that's my family. I'm gonna just go ahead, I'm gonna bite the bullet. Whether that's family, relationships, friendships, or whatever. But I feel like, Gemini, you've possibly walked away from a situation to where you were always the one giving or helping, and now you made it out, you're done with it, you tired of fucking fighting with people. I got the Nine of Cups here. That's Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy here too. And I feel like also too, people need to realize that just because maybe, Gemini, you have not said everything that is on your heart, or just because you may not always speak on certain feelings that you have, does not mean that they do not exist. Let me get two more here for Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine, Gemini here. The Ten of Swords here, and then I also got the Three of Wands, Swords energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and I got the Three of Pentacles here, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Yeah, so I talked about as far as like starting over or maybe making something new for yourself. But I feel like too, I don't know why, but I do feel like somebody's family is like kind of toxic too, Gemini. I feel like somebody's family, whether they be talking about you behind your back or whether they be just using you or whatever, I feel like people that, Gemini, you could be very, and I really do feel like these people is fake as fuck. I got the Three of Wands here, then I also got the Three of Pentacles here too. Yeah, so I feel like too, creating new beginnings or creating new hustles for yourself as well. I got the King of Cups energy here too. This Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. I also feel like too, Gemini, being in the space of I can't trust people. All I got is myself. So all I'm going to do is rely on myself. I also feel like too, Gemini, with this, well, shit, we got the Ten of Cups here too. This Cups energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Now, we got the Pentacle energy here with you. And then we also got the King of Cups energy here with Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. So, Gemini, if you are somebody who is dealing with someone with those placements, Gemini, I honestly feel like too, it's like, even if I talked about things not moving in the timing that maybe that you wanted to, or the fact that things may not be moving as fast as you want them to, rather it has anything to do with business, relationships, or whatever the hell. But I feel like maybe somebody is going through a situation with someone else where it's like y'all may want the same thing, but maybe the way that it's gone about is not actually like, it doesn't really seem like y'all could want the same thing. And I feel like also too, somebody may be stuck in their emotions, or somebody may be stubborn and they do not want to listen. So, Gemini, I'm going to use this as an example. Maybe someone finding it hard for you to be in a leadership role, or for you to be in charge, or for you to be the one that people look to for answers or guidance, or because they feel like they should be in charge, or they feel like they should be the one that, or they feel like they're the ones that have all the answers, or whatever the case is. But I feel like somebody is like very emotional as well, but they're very stubborn in their emotions too. So, Gemini, if you do find yourself trying to talk to somebody or whatever, and it's like talking to a fucking wall, then just let that wall be, okay? Just let that wall stay there. I have you let me down, and then I also have I trusted you. So in the Goddess Oracles, it was talking about how, trust means everything in a relationship. And if you don't have trust, then you don't have anything in your relationship. So you let me down, I trusted you. Like I said, maybe somebody was talking about you, Gemini. Maybe somebody was taking from you, Gemini, whether that be energetically, whether that be monetarily, or whatever the fuck. But I feel like, Gemini, as far as where you could have constantly put your heart into it, wanting the best, seeking the best, hoping for the best, or whatever, and it didn't work out, that's fine. I just feel like don't be afraid of new beginnings and starting over. But with this Page of Swords here too, and then with the Sun, the Hangman, the Two of Wands, I do feel like somebody does have trust issues. I daydream about a life with you. Let me get one more here for Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine, Gemini. The last one that I have here is I find you so attractive. You let me down. I trusted you. I daydream about a life with you. I find you so attractive. So also too, some people need to realize or understand the fact that, or maybe some people need to open their eyes to what love is and what ownership is. A lot of, and moving in these days and these times right now, a lot of people are looking for ownership, not necessarily love itself. All right, love well, real love, true love is supposed to be unconditional. You know, it's not gonna lie to you. It's not gonna hurt you. It's not going to make you feel stupid or look stupid. It's not going to use, you know, things that you've told them in confidence against you. It's not going to abuse its power. Love does not do that. So a lot of times people are looking just to have control. So Gemini, if you find yourself in situations where people have a problem with who you naturally are or who you are or your views or your beliefs or your talents or whatever, and they want to change that, or they have an issue with how you are, whatever, that's control. That's someone wanting to have ownership. Now, it doesn't mean that, you know, just because you love someone that, you know, you don't think that they could use a fine tune in certain areas, but learn the difference between ownership and love. All right, learn that difference. Some people just like to try to own situations and people and shit. It's unhealthy. Okay, let me get one more here. I have Leo. So Gemini, if you did deal with somebody with a Leo placement, or maybe somebody was just like really vain, or just someone who only thought of themselves, Gemini. So I'm gonna use this as an example, Gemini. You dealing with someone who you always thought about, made sure they were straight, always looked out for their best interest, but when it came down to you, you like damn near didn't exist, or they did the bare minimum. I have Leo here, and then I also have slow down. So like I said at the beginning of the reading, Gemini, be happy if something is not moving as fast as you want it to, because you never know what you're being saved from, or you never know what is really supposed to be created for you. I have Leo slow down, and then I also have tarot readings here too. So somebody also too could be, whether they do watch tarot or whatever, they could be watching readings on your sign, Gemini, to feel or to find out how you feel. If you are someone who has went into that hermit mode, that recluse space, that self-preservation. Looking at this hangman here, I talked about it. Just because Gemini may not express all of their feelings all at one time, or even if Gemini didn't express certain feelings, does not mean that they don't have them. I have Leo, slow down, tarot readings, and then I also have low vibrations here. Low vibrations. Let me get one more for Divine Feminine. And then I also had Libra, Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine, Gemini. Somebody could have a Leo placement. I don't know why, but I feel like temper tantrums. I don't know why I feel like that, but I feel like temper tantrums and shit. So Gemini, if you manifesting, get into your money, get into your bag, please stay focused on that. And then I also have here, I've been thinking. Yeah. So when I got this hangman out here, and then with this two of wands here, I feel like Gemini, you want to create something or make something different for yourself, or you're in the process of I don't know what it is. It could be you doing something differently that you didn't do before, or doing something that you could have thought about doing, but was just on the back burner for a while. But I feel like making moves on your goals. You had the Knight of Pentacles come out here. You also got the Three of Wands. I talked about maybe even to building another hustle for yourself to get money, Gemini. Let me get some closing affirmations here for Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine, Gemini. Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine, Gemini. Stop helping people that don't want to help themselves too, Gemini. All right? Just because people have the title of being family or being blood does not automatically mean that they have your best interest at heart, okay? Don't help nobody who don't want to help themselves, and don't help nobody who only look to take from you, okay? I don't give a fuck. The first one that I have here is learn, Gemini. Let me get one more here. Oh, I got two more. So I got learn, I have abundance, and then I have indulge. Let's read. So learn says, the time is upon you to broaden your horizons, but it doesn't have to be in a traditional sense. For not all education takes place in a classroom, and not all learning is found within books. What speaks to your soul right here, right now? Become hungry for it, okay? Go for it. Whatever it is, Gemini. It says, what speaks to your soul right here, right now? Become hungry for it. Chase after it. Immerse yourself in anything and everything there is to know about what this voice is telling you to learn. The next one that I have here is abundance. It says, true abundance is not just about money. True abundance is about recognizing with grace and humility what has already been sent your way. Abundant in life, abundant in love, abundant in a movement, abundant in the almond milk latte your coworker brought you this morning. Start to appreciate the ways in which you are already so looked after. You were told here with your angel message, Gemini, to have an attitude of gratitude. Practice that. Practice having an attitude of gratitude. It says, in which you are already so looked after. Start to build wealth in the little things, and you will find the rest comes easy. Start to build wealth in the little things, and you will find the rest comes easy. Last one here, indulge. I can't do this. I shouldn't do that. I really need to start. What if we did away with lack and started living more fully, breathing more deeply, laughing more loudly, crying more deeply, eating more heartily? What if the only thing we placed a limit on was how much we place limits on ourselves? And so the question now becomes, what are you waiting for? The world is a juicy place, ripe and waiting for you to sink your teeth in. It says start to build wealth with doing a whole bunch of little things. And then you were told here, what are you waiting for? Gemini, you need to go for it, get started, keep manifesting. And when it comes down to, I talked about setting boundaries at the beginning of the reading. Building walls, boundaries, whatever it is with certain things and situations and people, but it needs to get done. Because I see here, Gemini, that you are on the road or you're making moves or you're trying to make moves to build a better life for yourself. Having multiple streams of income, or maybe not wanting to have to clock in so much at the job that you have now, or maybe having certain entrepreneurial endeavors. And so you're working to, get those things, more active or off the ground or whatever it is. But Gemini, like I said, to be mindful of the beasts that you create when you are helping. All right. You create beasts when you help people. Be mindful of that. Do not be surprised or do not, feel no type of way when people feel as if they are entitled for what you have, or when they feel as if they are entitled to what you have, when the energy you've been giving out is, here you go, take this, you can have whatever. It's like you're going to make them feel as if no matter what they do to you, Gemini, if you give them passes or whatever, that they can always still be able to come around and do you wrong, Gemini. I don't give a fuck if it's family members or relationships or whatever it is. But Gemini, stay the course. If you're on the path to fulfilling yourself right now, if you looking at other ways of income, if you're budgeting your money right now, if you decided I'm not spending on this, or I'm going, slow down on that, or I'm going whatever, then do what you need to do for you, Gemini. Take care of self. And like I said too, remember and be mindful of the fact that for some people, there is a thin line between love and ownership. Some people want to love you genuinely, wholeheartedly, and unconditionally, and other people want to own you for the sake of being able to have advantage or take advantage or reap the benefits or whatever it is that you sow out here in this world. So Gemini, please make sure that you are mindful of those things and catch those red flags and move away from them once you catch them, motherfuckers. All right, I'm gonna leave this here. I love y'all so much. Thank y'all so much, Gemini. I'm gonna see y'all later. Follow no man, for his journey is not your own, and I love y'all as is, and y'all will love yourselves the same. I'm about to go ahead. If I can get one more in, I will, but otherwise I'm gonna see y'all later. Mwah! Bye. Be good.